Welcome back to today's session. In the previous sessions, we have learned what is actually network analysis and what are the time analysis that we are supposed to do. And then we learned the forward pass computations and the backward pass computations. All that we learned to utilize them in the network analysis techniques such as PERT and CPM. So first amongst the techniques is CPM. It is critical path method, right? We will be learning this method today and we will try to solve one or two problems on CPM. Obviously, today's session will be a bit lengthy. Be prepared for it. Mentally, be prepared to watch a long video today. Okay? So CPM is a project network analysis technique which is mainly used to predict the total project duration, right? A critical path for a project is a series of activities that determines the earliest time by which the project can be completed. So we are trying to assess what will be the earliest possible time or the best possible time within which the project can be completed. The critical path is the longest path through the network diagram and has the least amount of slack or float. So the overall longest path which decides the duration of the project is called the critical path. And in critical path method, our basic goal is to identify all the critical activities that lie on the long path and identify the total project duration or the duration required for the completion of the project. Okay. So how do we find the critical path? So for that, first develop a good project network diagram, add the duration for all the activities on each path through the project network diagram, identify the longest path as the critical path of the project, right? So this was the overall blueprint, but we will see the steps involved. Uh, I would say an algorithm for the entire CPM, critical path method. We will have a look now. So step one is list all the jobs or the activities or the tasks, whatever you want to call it, and draw the network diagram showing the relationships among the activities. So first step is draw the network diagram from the given data. Then step 2, indicate the duration of each activity ij above the arrow. See, till now what we did was we only drew the network diagram. We never considered the duration of the activity. So now duration of the activity also becomes important. On every line, like in a weighted graph, you will have a duration associated with each activity that will write on the line. We call it the Tij, right? Time or the duration for the activity Ij. Then step 3, calculate the early start time and early finish time for each event and write the earliest time for each event I as Ei in the rectangle. So what does it mean? For every circle in the network diagram, for every event, you want to call it as a circle or a node or an event, it is left to you. So for every event, you will have an early time estimate. So that has to be computed and that has to be written using a rectangle, right? So this is what is called as the forward pass computation. So in the forward pass, starting from the first node, node after node, till the last node, we try to put a rectangle and calculate the early time estimate and note it. Fine. Next, step 4. Now starts the reverse order computation. Calculate the latest start time and latest finish time for each event and write the latest time estimate for each event j as Lj in the triangle. Okay. So when we performed forward pass computation, we wrote the time estimates in a rectangle. Now to perform the backward pass computation, we write the time estimates in a triangle. Okay. So this is step number 4. Now step number 5, tabulate all the time estimates. So in a separate table, we will note the individual activities, then its corresponding duration Tij, its early times Ei and Ej, its latest times Li and Lj for each activity. Okay. Then we will try to calculate the total float, free float and independent float. This we have already discussed in the previous session. So all those floats will be computed and will be written in the table. So after calculating all this, so the critical path is the one which has its total float as 0. So identify the critical activities and connect them with the start event and the end event in the network diagram, which gives us the critical path. So identify all the critical activities starting from the start node up to the termination node or the end node. So that total collection of, or what do you call it, a sequence of these critical activities will form a critical path. So once the critical path is generated, identify or calculate the total project duration. Okay. This is what we perform or we do in CPM. So if at all you have not understood the algorithm, nothing to worry. When you are solving the problem, you will be able to understand it very clearly. Okay. So shall we move on to the problems? So the first problem that has to be solved using CPM. The following table shows the jobs of a project with their duration in days. Draw the network diagram and determine the critical path. Also calculate the total project duration and all the floats. Okay. So they have not given the activities as A, B, C, D, so on in this problem. They have straight away given you the node numbers. So from 1 to 2 is an activity, its duration is 10 days. 1 to 3, 8 days. 1 to 4, 9 days. 2 to 5, 8 days. 3 to 7, 16 days. 4 to 6, 7 days. 5 to 7, 7 days. 5 to 8, 7 days. 6 to 7, 8 days. 6 to 9, 5 days. 7 to 10, 12 days. 8 to 10, 10 days. 9 to 10, 15 days. 10 to 11, 8 days. And lastly, 11 to 12 is 5 days. So using this information, we are supposed to construct the network diagram. So I will write it or copy it in form of a table. These are all the jobs given and their corresponding durations Tij. So 1 to 2. So from 1, I put a line up to 2, duration is 10 days. 1 to 3. So from 1 to 3, 8 days. 1 to 4, 1 to 4, 9 days. Right? Then 2 to 5, from 2 to 5, 8 days. Then from 3 to 7, 16 days. Then 4 to 6, 7 days. 5 to 7 is 7 days. Then 5 to 8, 7 days. 6 to 7, 8 days. Then 6 to 9, 5 days. Then from 7 to 10, 12 days. Then 8 to 10, 10 days. 9 to 10, 15 days. Then from 10 to 11, 8 days. 11 to 12, 5 days. So when the data is given like this, so it is very easy for us to draw the network diagram. So only we just have to identify all the possible numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 12 are there. So I will require 12 circles. So one after the other, I just put the circle and try joining the lines and put the duration on it. That's it. So drawing the network diagram when the problem is given like this is very easy. And most of the times, this is how the problem will be given, right? So once the project network is drawn, right? As I said, we need to make provision for the forward pass computation and for the backward pass computation. Forward pass, I require rectangles. For each circle, I put one rectangle. And for the backward pass, I require one triangle. So I put one rectangle and one triangle for each of the circles. So prati circle hatra ondond mane katbidodu. One triangle, one rectangle. Okay. So I have done that for all the nodes. Now the forward pass computation starts. Forward pass computation, the first assumption, for the first node, the start time of the project is assumed to be 0. So first rectangle the value 0. Okay. Adadmele next rectangle value calculate madbeku andre 0 plus 10 will give you 10 here. 0 plus 8 gives you 8 here. 0 plus 9 gives you 9 here. See, 10, 0 plus 10, 10, 0 plus 8, 8, 0 plus 9, 9. Okay. Next coming to the next stage. 10 plus 8, 18. Then 9 plus 7, 16. Why didn't I calculate here antandre? I have three options. Illinda ಒಂದು value ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು value ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು value ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So which value has to be taken? So as we know, in forward pass, it is the max of all the three values. 18 plus 7, 25. Then 8 plus 16, 8 plus 16 is 24. Then 16 plus 8, 24. So out of 24, 25 and 24, which is maximum? 25. So I put that as the value. Okay, understood? Now here 18 plus 7, 25 barutte. Then here 16 plus 5, 21. Here once again three options. Idradu, idradu, mat idradu. Mooradu value tagondo adradu max has to be written here. So 25 plus 10, 35. 21 plus 15, 36. Or 25 plus 12, 37. So which is maximum? 37. So I write 37 here. Next, 37 plus 8, 45. 45 plus 5, 50. So forward pass computation mugitu. Now the backward pass computation has to begin. So the first assumption in the backward pass is whatever is the value of the early time estimate at the last node will be its latest time estimate. Andre rectangle nalli ಏನು value ಇರುತ್ತೋ last node ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ triangle ಗೂ copy ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So I have copied 50 onto the triangle. Okay. So this is 50 and now ಒಂದೊಂದೇ subtract ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಬರಬೇಕು. So for this node, I will get 50 minus 5 as 45 backwardly. 50 minus 5, 45. Next, 45 minus 8 will be 37. Right? 45 minus 8, 37. So then 37 minus 10, 27. 37 minus 15, 22. Then 37 minus 12, 25. So here calculate aitu. But when I come here, there are two activities which are starting from here. So 27 minus 7, 20 one option. 25 minus 7, 18 one option. Yav tagobeku? Should I write 20 or 18? So the minimum of the two has to be written, right? So here also, when you check, it is 25 minus 8, 17, 22 minus 5, 17. Both are 17. Minimum of that is 17. I write it. Similarly, on the top here, it will be 27 minus 7, 20. Oh, sorry, 18 antane barbittidini. Sorry, it is a mistake that I've done. It is 18 comma 20. Okay, it is 18 comma 20. So 27 minus 7, 20. Other one is 25 minus 7, 18. So minimum of them is 18. Okay. So once you have done that, you can go to the previous level. 18 minus 8, you will get a 10. Here 25 minus 16, you get a 9. Here 17 minus 7, you get a 10. Right? Now here, once again, I have three values. Out of that, the minimum has to be taken. So 10 minus 10, 0. 9 minus 8, 1. 10 minus 9, 1. Out of all these three values, which is the minimum? 0. So I put 0 there. So my forward pass computation and backward pass computation are complete. So once this is done, what next? We are supposed to put the tabular representation. So the jobs are 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4 as given in the problem. I'll just make a note. Duration are also given in the problem, right? 1 to 2, 10, 8, 9, 8, 16, 7, 7, 7, 8, 5, 12, 10, 15, 8 and 5. These are given in the problem only. These two columns I just copy it from the problem only. Now what is this EI? So if I consider the activity 1 to 2 as Ij, first value is I, 1 is I and 2 is J. So EI and EJ andre rectangle values at 1 and EJ is rectangle value at 2. So have a look at the diagram. Rectangle value at 1 is 0, rectangle value at 2 is 10. So that is what I have written. Rectangle value at 1 is 0, rectangle value at 2 is 10. So 1 and 3, rectangle value at 1 is 0, rectangle value at 3 is 8. So 0, 8. Then 1, 4. 0, 9. So I have written 0, 9. Then 2 to 5. 2 to 5. 10 and 18. 10 and 18. Then 3 to 7. 8 and 25. 8 and 25. Then 4 to 6. 4 to 6. 9 and 16. I have written 9 and 16. Then 5 to 7. 5 is here. 5, 18, 7 is 25. 18, 25. So I have written 18, 25. 5 to 8. 18, 25. So I have written 18, 25. Then 6 to 7. 16, 25. 16, 25. Then 6 to 9. 16, 21. 16, 21. Then 7 to 10. 7 is here. Okay. 25, 37. 25, 37. Then 8 to 10. 25, 37. So I have written 25, 37. 9 to 10. 21, 37. 21, 37. Then 10 to 11. 37, 45. So 37, 45. Then 11 to 12. 45, sorry. 45, 50. See, 45, 50. Okay. So all the early time estimates are copied. EI and EJ. Similarly, the triangle values have to be copied now. That will become LI and LJ. So 1 to 2. 1 to 2. 0, 10. 0, 10. 1 to 3, 0, 9. 0, 9. Then 1 to 4, 0, 10. So 0, 10. Then it is 2 to 5. 2 to 5 is 10 and 18. 10, 18. Then 3 to 7. 3 to 7 is 9, 25. 9, 25. Next, 4 to 6 will be 10, 17. You can just go back, have a look at the diagram and you can copy it. For me, it will be like shifting from slide to slide. So it is taking time. When you are drawing, what happens is on the top of the page, you would have drawn the network, and below the network, you would have drawn the table. It will be easy for you to refer and write the values. So I've just copied EI, EJ, LI and LJ values from the network. After doing that, calculate the total float. So the formula for total float, as you remember, it is LJ minus EI minus TIJ. So LJ minus EI minus TIJ. So it is 10 minus 0 minus 10, which is 0. Similarly, 9 minus 0 minus 8, 1. 10 minus 9 minus, 10 minus 0 minus 9, 1. 18 minus 10 minus 8, 0. 25 minus 8 minus 16 is 1. 17 minus 9 minus 7 is once again a 1. 25 minus 18 minus 7, 0. 27 minus 18 minus 7 is 2. 25 minus 16 minus 8 is 1. 22 minus 5, 16 minus 5 is 1. So 37 minus 25 minus 12 is a 0. 37 minus 25 minus 10 is 2. 37 minus 21 minus 15 is 1. Then 45 minus 37 minus 8 is a 0. 50 minus 45 minus 5 is a 0. So now highlight wherever you have got a 0. So here you have got a 0, 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 and these two are also zeros. Now the activities corresponding to this 0 will be the critical activity. So I will highlight those corresponding activities: 1 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 10, 10 to 11 and 11 to 12 are the critical activities. Next, calculate the free float. Formula is EJ minus EI minus TIJ. 10 minus 0 minus 10, 0. 8 minus 0 minus 8, 0. 9 minus 0 minus 9, 0. 18 minus 10 minus 8, 0. 25 minus 18 minus 6, 25 minus 8 minus 16, 1. 16 minus 9 minus 7, 0. 25 minus 18 minus 7, 0. 25 minus 18 minus 7, 0. 25 minus 16 minus 8, 1. 21 minus 16 minus 5, 0. 37 minus 25 minus 12, 0. 37 minus 25 minus 10, 2. 37 minus 21 minus 15 is a 1. 45 minus 37 minus 8 is a 0. 50 minus 45 minus 5 is a 0. Similarly, independent float has to be calculated. The formula for independent float is EJ minus LI minus TIJ. EJ minus LI minus TIJ. So it will be 10 minus 0 minus 10, 0. 8 minus 0 minus 8, 0. 9 minus 0 minus 9, 0. 18 minus 10 minus 8, 0. 25 minus 9 minus 16, 0. 16 minus 10 minus 7 is a minus 1. So whenever you get a negative value, you can equate it to 0, right? In the independent float, whenever you get a negative number, you can equate it to 0. I get a -1, so I can put it as 0. Next, 25 minus 18 minus 7 is a 0. 25 minus 18 minus 7 is a 0. 25 minus 17 minus 8, 0. 21 minus 17 minus 5 is a -1. I can equate it to 0. 37 minus 25 minus 12, 0. 37 minus 27 minus 10, 0. 37 minus 22 minus 15 is a 0. 35 minus, 45 minus 37 minus 8 is a 0. 50 minus 45 minus 5 is also a 0, right? So we have calculated all the float values. Now our next task is whatever jobs we have highlighted here, that we are supposed to highlight in the network diagram as well. So whatever network diagram we had drawn, so the activities are 1 to 2, 2 to 5. So 1 to 2, 2 to 5, I highlight this path. Then 5 to 7, 7 to 10. 5 to 7, 7 to 10. Then 10 to 11, 11 to 12. 10 to 11, 11 to 12. See here, you need not always look into total float and identify. Easily from the network diagram also you can identify. See, wherever the triangle and the rectangle values are the same, its total float will be 0 only. So 0, 0, here I get 10, 10, so I can highlight this line. Next I have a 18, 18 here, so I can highlight this line. 25, 25, highlight this line. 37, 37, so join this. Then 45, 45, join this line. 50, 50, join this line. So your critical path will be 1 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 10, 10 to 11, and 11 to 12. So what will be the total project duration? Whatever is the final value that you have got for the terminal node, whatever is the time estimates that you have got, that will be the total project duration. So the total project duration for this problem is 50 days. Okay? Any doubt with the problem? Isn't it simple? So bit fast, shall we solve one more problem? So problem number 2. The tasks A, B, C, D, so on up to I, H, I constitute a project. The notation X less than Y means that task X must be completed before Y. So with the statement given below, that is A less than D, A less than E, B less than F, D less than F, C less than G, C less than H, F less than I, and G less than I. Draw the network, determine the critical path, also calculate the total project duration and all the floats. The duration of the task in days are given below. So for activities, in the previous problem, activities were given as 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, so on. But here they have given it as A, B, C, D. So write it as it is first. So job A, 8 days, job B, 10 days, job C, 8 days, job D, 10 days, E, 16 days, F, 17 days, G, 18 days, H, 14 days, I, 9 days. So first these two columns I will write it as it is, and then I will write the predecessor using the statement A less than D. So A is the predecessor of D. A less than E. So A is the predecessor of E. Then B less than F. So B is the predecessor of F. D less than F. So D is also a predecessor of F. Then C less than G. C is the predecessor of G. C less than H. So C is the predecessor of H. F less than I and G less than I. So F and G are the predecessors for I. Right? So the jobs A to I are written, Their predecessors are noted. We have solved already a problem like this in the network construction, and now the durations are also given. So now activity A, B, C do not have predecessors. So they start from the first circle. A, B, C. Okay. So write their durations. A is 8, B is 10, C is 8. Then D and E starts from A. D and E starts from A. D 10 days, E 16 days. Then F starts from B and D. B and D combined. F originates from there. Duration is 17 days. Then G and H starts from C. So G and H starts from C. G 18 days, H 14 days. Then we have a I which is coming from both F and G. So from F and G combined, I am generating I, duration is 9 days. So all are terminating at node number 6. So this is your network diagram. So now node numbering has to be done. So obviously this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So now for the network diagram, for the forward pass and the backward pass, create rectangles and triangles. Okay. Now for the first rectangle, we always assume the initial value to be 0. So 0 plus 8, I get a 8 here. Then 0 plus 8, I get a 8 here also. Here I am getting two inputs. So one can be 0 plus 10, 10. Other one can be 8 plus 10, 18. Whichever is maximum has to be written. So 18 is maximum. I have written that. So from here, I am supposed to move here. It is 18 plus 17, which will be 35, or 8 plus 18, which will be 26. So which has to be maximum? 35 is maximum, I write it. So 35 plus 9 will be a 44, or 8 plus 14 will be 22. Then 8 plus 16 will be 24. Maximum of all the three is 44. So I write a 44 here. So for the backward pass, whatever is the last rectangle value will become the triangle value. So 44 is copied here. 44 minus 14, 44 minus 9, I get a 35. Then coming to these two values, only this value. This value can be calculated using this 35 and 44. So this value will be 35 minus 17, 18. Okay, because it has only one node coming in. Here I have two nodes coming in. So one will be decided based on this 44, other one will be decided based on this 18. So 44 minus 16 is one value, 18 minus 10 is another value, and the minimum of both has to be written. So minimum is 8. Okay. Similarly here, the value will be decided as 35 minus 18, which is 17, or 44 minus 14, which will be 30. So minimum of them is 17. So I write a 17 here. Now for this, it will be 8 minus 8, 0, or 18 minus 10, 8, or 17 minus 8, 9. So out of all these three values, which is minimum? 8 minus 8, 0 is the minimum. Right? So your forward pass and backward pass is done. Now what next? Table construction. So jobs are A 1 to 2, B 1 to 3, C 1 to 4, D 2 to 3, E 2 to 6, F 3 to 5, G 4 to 5, H 4 to 6, I 5 to 6. The durations are given in the problem only. It is 8, 10, 8, 10, 16, 17, 18, 14, 9. Now looking at the diagram, you just have to copy the EI, EJ, LI and LJ values. I have copied it. looking at the diagram. So it is 0, 8, 0, 8 for 1 to 2. For 1 to 3 it is 0, 10, 0, 18. For 1 to 4 it is 0, 8, 0, 17. For 2 to 3 it is 8, 18, 8, 18. Then for 2 to 6 it is 8, 24, 8, 44. For 3 to 5 it is 18, 35, 18, 35. For 4 to 5 it is 8, 26, 17, 35. For 4 to 6 it is 8, 22, 17, 44. For 5 to 6 it is 35, 44, 35, 44. Now calculate the total floats. Total float is Lj minus Ei minus Tij. 8 minus 0 minus 8, 0. 18 minus 0 minus 10, 8. 17 minus 0 minus 8, 1. 18 minus 8 minus 10, 0. 44 minus 8 minus 16, 20. 35 minus 18 minus 17, 0. 35 minus 8 minus 18, 9. 44 minus 8 minus 14, 22. 44 minus 35 minus 9 will be a 0. So after calculating the total floats, highlight the zeros. You have 1 0 here, 1 0 here, 1 0 here and 1 0 here. So 4 activities are critical activities. They are A from 1 to 2, D from 2 to 3, F from 3 to 5 and I 5 to 6. Okay. Next calculate the free floats. It is Ej minus Ei minus Tij. 8 minus 0 minus 8, 0. 10 minus 0 minus 10, it is 0 actually, sorry. I have done a mistake here. It is 0. Next, 8 minus 0 minus 8, 0. 18 minus 8 minus 10, 0. 24 minus 8 minus 16, 20. Sorry, not 20. Somewhere while copying I have just done a mistake. 24 minus 16 minus 8 is also a 0. Then 35 minus 18 minus 17, 0. 26 minus 8 minus 18 is also a 0. I have just copied pasted due to some mistake. This typing has gone wrong. So 22 minus 8 minus 14 is a 0. 44 minus 35 minus 9 is also a 0. So except for no, all the free floats will be 0 only. Then coming to the independent float, it is Ej minus Li minus Tij. Ej minus Li minus Tij. So 8 minus 0 minus 8, 0. 10 minus 0 minus 10, this is also 0. 8 minus 0 minus 8, 0. 18 minus 8 minus 10, 0. 24 minus 8 minus 16, this is also 0. 35 minus 18 minus 17 is also 0. 26 minus 17 minus 18. So I get a 1 here. No. 26 minus 17 will be 9. 9 minus 18 is minus 9. I get a minus 9 equated to 0. Then 22 minus 17 minus 14 will also be some negative value equated to 0. Then 44 minus 35 minus 9 will be a 0. So this FF and IF values, while copying and pasting, maybe I have not saved it. That is why it has not been updated. Just check it out, those values, but there will be no mistake in the critical activities and the critical path. It will be the same only, right? So the critical activities are A1 to 2, then D2 to 3, D2 to 3, then F3 to 5, F3 to 5, then I5 to 6, I5 to 6, right? So as I told in the previous problem, if you check the rectangle and triangles also straight away in the network diagram, you can highlight 0, 0, here I have a 8, 8, here I have a 18, 18, 35, 35, 44, 44. So the path will be 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 6. Right? So the critical path is 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 6. And what is the total project duration? It will be 44 days. Hope you people have understood the problem. Isn't it simple? So CPM is quite very easy. You can try out these problems. You write it down separately, the problem, and try to solve it on your own, or along with the video you can try solving it, so that you will feel it to be a very simple problem. Right? Try it out. Thank you for your patient listening. Till the next session, have a nice time. Enjoy. If at all you have any doubts, post it on the classroom platform. Thank you. Bye.